Today, I want to talk about acceptance. When you're on any journey in life, you finally have to accept where you're at, especially before you want to manifest the next thing. I'm Megan Kieran. I'm a spiritual coach and Reiki healer, and today I really want to talk about something that isn't spoken about much when it comes to manifesting. So, you may be on your spiritual journey, awakening journey, healing journey, whatever journey you are on, and you finally want that next thing. We all want to manifest and create something in our life. Well, at least most of us. If you're seeing this, you probably want to. If you're not at peace with everything and you're not satisfied, there's always this next level you want to get to. There's always something more that you desire, and that's just kind of the life that we've been living. We can shift our thought into actually co-creating with the universe instead of creating from a sense of lack or a sense of just wanting more from a selfish place. And once we start co-creating with the universe, we are dancing between destiny and free will, and that's exactly where manifestation lies, in my opinion. But along this journey, we go through what's called shadow work. It's really tuning into the inner parts of ourselves that have been hidden and shoved way deep down inside. And the shadow work is really where the magic happens. This is where we clear our vessel in order to manifest from a place that is at an energetic vibration to where we want to go. But when we're going through this shadow work, there's a lot that can happen. There's a lot that can come up. And the very end of going through your traumas, recognizing what has been bothering you, kind of illuminating all those cobwebs that have been there, at the very tail end, we have to accept. We can't be in denial anymore of what is in our life. And I want to take you on a journey with me and give you a really raw example of what that feels like in my life. So I thought I had done all the work. I thought I had done the shadow work. I thought I had journaled enough. I thought I had tapped into that inner child that needed healing, whether it was old situations, my parents' divorce, this or that, anything that my younger self was traumatized by. But I didn't realize that I had to actually ground into this moment right now and accept where I am. I have been rushing through life like many of us, especially over the 5 to 10 years, and I kind of was just bulldozing my way through to get to the next thing, to get to that job, that next apartment, to have my wedding, to get the house, to have the kids. And now that I have all those things and I'm ready to manifest more, which is more space, more peace, more abundance, I had to really take a look at where I am. And the journey where I'm at has a lot to do with the people in my life. I'm very family oriented and I'm very close to my family. To give you some context, my dad is 20 years older than my mom, and he has always lived a very healthy life. Although last year his wife, who he had remarried, passed away, and it really catapulted and intensified his Alzheimer's that was, kind of coming on. So right now we have him all set up, he's taken care of, but recently I've realized that although he is still with us and he still knows who I am and he knows who my kids are, and there is a lot that he remembers and can do, of course, I had to really let go of the person he was, because that's no longer who he is today. And it was really upsetting. And when you're in this situation, it's not like something abrupt happens, it's very slow. But the reason why it's more difficult for me now, it's because I had to actually accept where he's at. And that he isn't that person that he used to be, although he on many levels is, and his higher self is still there, and part of him is, still showing who he used to be. That complete version of himself is not fully there anymore, and I had to really accept that. It took me years to really accept that, and especially when I had to face it head on, I had to really realize this is his journey, this is what he chose for himself on some higher level, and he not only can still be here to meet my kids and be with us and hang out with us when we can, but he doesn't have to necessarily remember every single thing in his life that could be traumatic because there's a lot of people in his life that have passed. He's the youngest of 12, and he himself is in his 80s. So if you think about that, there's a whole lineage of ancestors around him supporting him from an energetic field, but not there with him all the time. But the whole reason why I ever tapped into spirituality in the first place is because I knew that there was an ultimate death that we would have to face. And I didn't just want to accept that. And now I don't have to accept that there's nothing after death, because my perception of what our reality is and what we are after this lifetime has expanded. And although I will never be able to know the ultimate truth while I'm in this human form, I know that they're always going to be around us. There's always going to be something else out there. I just had to accept this point on my journey with my relationship with my dad, and that it's changed, and that I have to take care of him. And that's just part of our journey. And that's okay. And being able to talk about it and let myself feel the emotions as I'm going through it is the most important thing. Letting myself get upset in the moment, after I see him maybe, and just kind of having that acceptance is the healthiest thing for me, because I'm not stuffing down my emotions. I'm accepting where I'm at. I'm accepting where he's at, and I'm accepting my reality. Another thing I've had to accept recently is my living situation. I did manifest a beautiful starter home for me, but now that I have 2 kids, things are getting a little cramped, a little tight, and I just have had this fleeting feeling of not wanting to be here and not being grounded in the energies where I'm at. But I also recently accepted that. And as I'm letting go of the control over what my dad remembers or how much space I have in this house, I'm feeling more and more peaceful, and I'm getting to that place of where I want to be. I'm getting to that place of where I want to manifest. Because what I truly want to manifest in this moment right now, in August 2025, for the record, if future me is seeing this or anyone in the future is seeing this, I am manifesting more peace. That is my number one priority. And I cannot bring that in unless I am able to tap into that feeling now. And I can feel it in the air. I can feel it coming down. So what is it that you're really ready to accept about this current life right now? Because as you accept where you're at, you begin to let go. And that's when you really make room for what's next. So for the record, I really feel this big change is coming for me. I feel like more space, more abundance, more peace is coming for me. And it's because I'm finally at that place of really being able to see things clearly that I didn't before. And it's beautiful. And it's just such a gentle reminder to stay present and really appreciate any time we have. Because honestly, I've been also getting very nervous to create content, make videos like this, put myself out there. But life is too short to be scared. And I am harnessing all of this August Leo energy with a little bit of Virgo coming up and grounding myself into what I'm supposed to do and really tapping into my confidence and personal power. So let's pull a card for you guys, because if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for holding space for me. And I hope this inspires you to accept anything that you have been denying in your own life. So let's see what the cards have to say. All right. Trust. This is absolutely beautiful. This is really allowing us to get that reminder from the universe that as we accept, we have to just let go and trust that what we desire is coming. Trust that what we desire is literally right around the corner. Everything that we've been creating, everything we've been manifesting in this pause is about to take off. Feel the energy of this card. You can see the sun illuminating the shadows. You can see everything that it's about to grow. You can see the roots that are growing out of everything that is old, everything in the past. You can see the growth that is coming from the knowledge that we receive as we look within. It's time to trust. It's time to trust that you're on the right path. And anything that you guys have been going through in life, it's all temporary. Everything is in constant movement. And we're here for a short amount of time. We're here for a blink. We're just little blips in the universe. So it's time to take action. It's time to accept where you're at. I am letting go of all denial. I am seeing things clearly. I am accepting where I am in my life and the way I think about others and the way I think about myself, the way I think about my environment. And I invite you to do the same because you really do deserve more in your life. And I think deep down you know that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, I'm Megan Kieran. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Namaste.